Keeping it real, after Kawaki sent Naruto and Hinata to another dimension to quote-unquote protect them, I gotta say that I can only imagine when Naruto returns after Boruto or at the end of Boruto, but leading into the next phase of this whole franchise, he is going to be very much so feeling a certain way in terms of not necessarily being defeated, but more so there gotta be a lot of really messed up things going through his mind, considering the fact that one of the things that you can't deny this, a lot of fans say this, and I'm gonna say it right now, that a lot of people have said, even since pretty much the inception of the Boruto series, is the fact that, and before we continue, if you would hit that subscribe button and that bell, I'd appreciate it. It'd help you, it'd help me, and yeah, you get more videos like this in your inbox, so please hit them buttons. Thank you. Naruto's whole dream, stemming from Jiraiya's whole dream about the future of the shinobi world, about where things could go, is to create peace. Understanding that one another can get to a place where we don't need to tear each other down, we don't need to hurt nobody, violence don't need to happen, destruction, all of that can cease to exist, right? That was one of the reasons why Naruto fought. That was one of the reasons why, despite it being popularized and memed to all hell, Naruto's Talk no Jutsu was a very valuable tool in Homie's arsenal. Homie using that, whipping out that Talk no Jutsu, he backed down Goliaths, he backed down Obito, he backed down a whole damn war damn near, he fought wars against people, he beat Pain. All sorts of people were taken out and defeated by simply verbal communication, reaching a point of understanding, because again, one of his goals and aspirations was, nah fam, we gotta get to a point of understanding, we gotta, defeat hatred. The end of hatred was one of his main objectives, because again, that was Jiraiya Sensei's goal. He wanted to one day make it that people can reach a place of understanding. However, once you get to Boruto, it's like, fam, I guess maybe Jiraiya meant that, it's gonna have to be like, I don't know, 10 generations after the fact, maybe we might sniff a graze of that type of situation, because Boruto is Naruto living one of his dreams of being Hokage, right? The Naruto journey, Naruto Shippuden, Naruto being the MC, Naruto going through these rigorous problems, was supposed to come to an end, and he was supposed to live a life of peace. In fact, that's why a lot of people say that Boruto's inception is downright a slap in the face to the integrity of what Naruto series stood for, of reaching a point of peace, because you can't have peace if there's problematic aspects, and you need confrontation, conflict, in order for a battle series to be a battle series. It can't just be, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, we're rubbing elbows and eating cake. I mean, they try that from time to time in the Boruto filler, and it's the Boruto filler, need I say more? But nevertheless, you need threats. So, coming into the Boruto series, you get the Kara group, you get Amado, you get Ishiki Otsutsuki, you get Kawaki. You get Kawaki and what he has done over the last several chapters of the manga in particular, of making absolute hatred and chaos swirl like it hasn't since the beginning of the Boruto series, in particular against Boruto and, yeah, even Naruto and Hinata, because make no mistake about it, homie, what he did to Naruto, sending him and his wife to another dimension, taking him away from his kids, their little daughter, Boruto, hell, even Kawaki himself, because considering Naruto has kind of accepted him in as a surrogate son, even taking him away from him as well, was not the life that Naruto fought for, was not the peace and understanding that Naruto strived for throughout his journeys in the original Naruto series, in Naruto Shippuden. This is not what he wanted. But then you got to add another layer to that, right? Because again, we had chaos, we had aliens that came through, we had to fight Momoshiki once more. We start off the Boruto journey fighting Momoshiki once again. Then you mosey on out from that situation over to, you got the Kara group, you got Victor, you got Delta, you got Amado creating these bots, you have Code, you got a 10 Tails waiting in the wings. We fought so hard in Naruto to get rid of the threat of the 10 Tails. The Jubi was a massive problem. It was something that throughout pretty much all of Shippuden was like a worrisome thing. We had the Gedo Mazo. We had to stop the Gedo Mazo from coming through. Like, it was a lot that led to the 10 Tails that we was trying to stop. And it was, again, something that blocks the road to peace. That was one of the things that really, you know what I'm saying? I mean, RIP Neji. RIP Neji, dog. Took Neji from us, fam. You know what I'm saying? Took Neji from us. So you gotta add all of that into, and Boruto just plop. We got 10 Tails right here. Plop. We've got the lad right here. So you got 10 Tails Jubi in the series. This poses a massive threat to the world. You got Code still in the series at this particular point. Again, shattering a lot of Naruto's dream of a world of peace. For crying out loud, in the anime of the Boruto series, Tsuchikage died. Like, I don't know if you know that, but in the anime, Tsuchikage, you know, Onoki, homie is dead. Not to mention the fact that there's been a few other characters that have passed away. Mujino, shoutouts to homie. Konoha's mans that fought against Ao and died. So we even had death in the Boruto series up to this point. Kurama, Naruto had to say goodbye to his best friend that he had his day one. Naruto literally in the Boruto series, when he's supposed to be living this life of peace that he fought for, had to say goodbye to his day one. Literal day one. And then it gets even worse because you got all of that chaos that ensued. Then you got what Kawaki just pulled recently, sending Naruto and Hinata away and basically turning the entire Leaf Village against Naruto's own biological son, Boruto, and flipping the tables to now he's no longer Boruto Uzumaki, he's Kawaki Uzumaki, he's just Boruto. You think that's what Naruto wants? Even when Naruto gets there, because right now Naruto might not understand the gravity of the situation in terms of what Kawaki has been able to achieve thanks to making that big old wish from Ada. Like, Naruto doesn't understand that, yo, the entire world is going after his son, but he is going to know when he gets free from that seal, he's going to find out all of this that went down, once again shattering the dream that he had. And then it gets even worse because we got to remember, we got to flash back to the future, shall I say. Hey, we got to go back to the future. Yo, Marty McFly! Because the very first scene from the Boruto anime and manga once again goes back into the whole thing of this is why some people feel that Boruto is a disrespect to Naruto, without the memes and jokes aside, because of the quality, because the Boruto manga's fire. Stop it! I won't defend the anime, but the manga I will. The fact that Konoha is literally destroyed, damn near in ruins, because of seemingly Kawaki, this kid that Naruto tried to open his heart and extend his arms to and save him from himself, eventually leads to, once again, the demise of the village. Because, yo, Nagato did a number on it. Then we had the whole war against Obito and them. That must have destroyed a lot of the shinobi verse as a whole. And then Naruto's dream of peace is once again going to be obliterated, so to speak, because you see the Hokage monuments are destroyed. That is a very big deal. That's what represents a lot of Konoha. You see the city in the back of there completely decimated, that new city that was birthed after the Boruto series. And then you see Konoha itself destroyed. Once again, kind of going against the whole premise of what Jiraiya preached to begin with, in a strange, subtle, but nevertheless factual way, even going into proving the ideologies of somebody like Madara, because Naruto fought very much so hard with Jiraiya's ideals to counter people like Madara, where pretty much Madara damn near wanted to force the world into a dreamlike state because he said we would never reach peace the real way. In the real world, it's not going to happen. People won't be able to reach an understanding. Look at everything that I tried to do, going into Madara's backstory of how his own people wouldn't listen to him when he was saying, yo, they coming for us, dog, they coming for us. Nobody would listen to him, and he even tried his damnedest on his own to stop it by taking out Hashirama. He failed, and he came to the conclusion that people just won't be able to find a true understanding of one another. Peace doesn't exist. It's not possible. So let's put everybody in a damn dream. You know what I'm saying? That's the best case scenario at this point, is what Madara came with. But Naruto's ideologies was, no, you know, I'm going to show you. I'm going to become Hokage. I'm going to reach my dreams, and within my dreams will be peace. But because of the inception of the Boruto series, we got the future that awaits us, that even whether Naruto is present in the story or not, depending on where he's at, I mean, you got to assume that Kawaki says, I'm going to send Boruto the way of the seventh, meaning that Naruto is still in captivity in that futuristic timeline. Naruto is essentially going to be coming home to, if not already present there, somewhere around there, to his dreams being destroyed of the city, the town, the monuments, everything that he worked for being in absolute ruins. And you got to imagine that that's going to make Naruto, and in general, maybe even fans, to be honest, say, well, was it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Was everything that Naruto went through, from the days, his day one of graduating from the academy, to going on the Zabuza and Haku mission, to going into the Chunin exams, all of it, you know what I'm saying? All of Naruto Shippuden, the war, fighting against the Akatsuki, finding and striving for this whole ideal that Jiraiya set forth within his mind, only to once again seeing that, at the very least in his lifetime, it might not be possible. It might not be possible in general, which kind of, I hate to say it, and I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again, that Madara might have been right, because the inception of the Boruto series and what is happening right now and what awaits the future of Konoha shows that Naruto's dream is not coming to fruition, or at the very least is still out of reach at the moment, because pain chaos and destruction are still within the realms of the story because of, again, Naruto's idea of trying to extend peace. Because let's be honest here, Shikamaru warned Naruto. Everybody pretty much warned Naruto about this kid Kawaki. Like, yo, dog, you know, he's a bit much, fam. He's a little too radical. You gotta watch him or whatnot. But because of Naruto's idea and his dream, he accepted him with open arms and embraced him. But it led to what it ultimately leads to. So then it gotta make you question, was all of Naruto even worth it? Did Boruto's series as a whole existing kind of ruin Naruto's dream? And when Naruto does emerge from his eternal slumber, so to speak, that he's trapped in this other dimension, is he going to come back to realizing that maybe what Jiraiya Sensei thought of and maybe what Jiraiya Sensei wished is not possible in my timeline? Because it's always a possibility that, okay, maybe these are going to be the last threats. Maybe considering the fact that the Otsutsuki was at the top of the ladder at the end of Naruto of basically being the main catalyst and threat to humanity and what really was guiding everybody, right? It was like a puppet strings of Obito was on the bottom, then Madara was on top, then Zetsu and Kaguya, so on and so forth. If you eradicate the Otsutsuki, does that clear the path? Is that the answer to the end of the crisis and pain that resides in the shinobi world? Is getting rid of them going to lead to Naruto's dream? That maybe right now Naruto's dream doesn't necessarily come to fruition and isn't existing, but that it's completely out of reach might not be the case if we get rid of the Otsutsuki, again, unless we get Saruto. Because unfortunately, the reality of this series and this franchise is for Naruto's dream to actually come to fruition, we gotta never see no more story from them. Unless we get like a reboot that starts from the very beginning of the series and it kind of changes everything between Naruto and Sasuke, this franchise as a whole existing at any given point with any sort of threat, any sort of combat, any sort of pain, unfortunately, will always take away from Naruto's dream. So unless we go to a prequel after the Boruto series, unless we steer away from moving forward into the future and we have a narrator say, and they lived happily ever after, Jiraiya's goals, Jiraiya's dreams that he set forth into Naruto will forever be in jeopardy as long as the Boruto series continues and anything that happens after in the timeline that contains any sort of threat. Unless the Boruto series or anything after turns into, I don't know, a romance comedy, then it's unfortunate that the existence of the Naruto verse will always pose a threat to Naruto's goal. And as far as it being all for nothing, everything that Naruto went through, I would definitely say that even if peace right now isn't sustained at the moment, even if it's something that we might have to strive for down the road in the future, but it's not currently right now, I still wouldn't say that everything he's been through is completely null and void, because in order for him to have obtained the peace that he had in between Naruto and Boruto, he had to go through all that. He had to stop the Akatsuki. He had to stop the Ten Tails. He had to defeat Madara, Obito, and Kaguya. All of them had to fall to get some type of peace. So some peace was achieved. It just wasn't sustained at the moment. But to say that everything was for nothing, I feel would be a stretch, because Naruto saved a lot of people. Naruto helped a lot of people to heal. Shit, Obito's hatred and everything, he helped them before he passed on to the next world to kind of come to grips with what he's done and find a little internal forgiveness. So even though right now it's not complete and utter happiness, that doesn't mean that everything Naruto worked for is completely non and void, because he did do a lot of good. He changed a lot of people's lives. He changed a lot of people's ways. And regardless of what the future holds, Naruto's still holding those ideals. He could pass it on to the next. So his son Boruto and Boruto's son and so on and so forth can continue to carry the torch and the mantle of Jiraiya's vision of peace and understanding. So it's not going to take away anything that Naruto has done. In fact, if anything, it's just reinforcing that maybe someday it might not be Jiraiya's generation, may not be Naruto, hell, it might not even be Boruto, but somebody down the road will be the one that will take it and make sure that the shinobi verse is actually finally at a true amount of peace. It's just that the story has to end at that point. But I'm extremely curious how you guys feel about this whole situation. Do you think that what has happened, what transpires in Boruto, and what will transpire with Konoha and the Hidden Leaf Village being destroyed takes away and makes it that everything Naruto did was for nothing? Naruto Shippuden, his journeys, his goals, all of that was for naught, because upon Naruto's return to the leaf, once again he has to see his dreams up in flames, because Konoha is going to be up in flames. dreams. And your overall thoughts of this whole thing? Do you think that at any given point Naruto's verse can finally see peace, or the only way that can happen is for Naruto's series and franchise, including Boruto, to come to an end? That's the only time we ever finally get Naruto's dream to come to fruition, the happily ever after narrator. So all I have for this one. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. Subscribe and hit that bell to get more. Yeah.
I have a dream, alone in my room as I sit with the tea. Couldn't possibly think what I often see, and you don't even know how I often blink. Lights be flashing and looking at me, such a odd, unique, yet I'm so unique, and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably read bleak, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.